Let's hope it works. Okay. Hey guys, it's your girl Vibe with Veggies, and I'm finally on my new camera. It is beautiful. I love it. It's so amazing. Today is going to be a video where I do eat, but it's not going to be a mukbang. It's not that much food. It just so happens to be my breakfast. I have to leave for work in an hour. I have to train. Might be a little shaky. I don't have a tripod yet that works with this camera, so right now you are on a box and a table, so yeah, great. But it works fine, and I'm on the floor. I like to have my oatmeal a little bit more on the runny side, but usually I use almond milk, but today I'm gonna be using protein powder, plant protein powder by Gold Standard, vanilla, which is not my favorite at all. And I'm going to be pouring it onto my lovely bowl of oatmeal. That should be good for right now. I'm gonna take a couple bites and then I'm gonna get started on talking about my topic for today. Honestly, I just use the extra protein powder because it gives me extra protein. I'm shocked this is still warm. I really can't get into this protein powder. Today's topic was inspired by one of my friends from Binghamton. Thank you so much, Sarah. You truly gave me a great idea, and I had no idea what I was gonna record today. It's just water. I've never done a video like this where I'm just sitting and talking to you. No, I have. I did, about college. I forgot. Anyway, I have some things written down here. By the way, I just posted my first podcast. I'm very excited. It's not on any like formal platforms or anything. I just kind of have my MP4 out there, but check it out, please download it. It's on my Facebook. I can link it down below if you guys want to check it out. And it's basically just getting to know me a little bit. I always feel like it's easiest if you're starting something new, just talk about yourself because you know the most about yourself. So today's topic is how to transition to incorporating more veggies into your lifestyle, being more plant-based, and if anything, vegan. So, I don't know if you know this, but I'm on my third year. So for over 2 years, I've been eating plant-based, meaning majority, everything that I buy, everything that I cook, everything that I eat in my home is gonna be vegan. No animal products, so no butter, no eggs, no milk, no meat, no fish oil, no gelatin made from pig, no shellfish. No animal products in general. And a lot of people might think that's a very restrictive diet. If you're using it as a diet, then yeah, it's gonna be seen as restrictive. But if you're using it as a lifestyle in a way that you want to, you know, incorporate more mindfulness in your life and eating more vegetables and eating more fruit and looking at it in a healthy perspective, then it can actually be lasting. So if you're interested in incorporating more veggies and fruits and plants into your lifestyle and kind of focusing more on those types of foods and not really giving much attention to foods coming from animals, then here are a few steps that I feel like you could take that'll help you ease into it slowly but surely. Some people are cold, cold turkey. Yeah, they cut it out cold turkey. They stop immediately and they never look back again. I personally am not like that type of person. There are some things that I can do that with, but when it comes to food and eating and this veganism thing, it really has been such a journey for me where I was, you know, slowly incorporating it into my diet in the beginning, but still considering myself vegan / plant-based because my mentality was still there. But some days I would have, you know, chicken wings, chicken tenders, honestly, but I would still consider myself at that time living the lifestyle of plant-based because everything that I bought, everything that I cooked was plants. It's just if I was, you know, at my family's house and they cooked me a meal or something, I'm not going to say no to that because personally I care more about respect. At that time, like I didn't know how to respectfully decline or whatnot, and even still to this day, I'm slowly finding ways to slowly decline in a way. But yeah. Anyway, my first tip for you guys is to make sure that your intentions are strong. Know why that you're doing this. Why do you want to incorporate more veggies? Why do you want to live a more plant-based lifestyle? Is it because your friend is doing it? Is it because you saw a fad diet? Is it because you read it in some magazine that a celebrity is doing it and it worked for her? those all might work for you, but are those strong enough reasons to actually stay consistent with it? Because if your intentions are not there, then, or they're not strong enough, then it's going to be just like any other fad diet that never succeeds. 95% of diets fail and the weight comes back with vengeance. Okay, so if you're going to treat this like another diet, then it's most likely not going to work for you. But if your reasons are something that you are very passionate about, such as the environment, such as health, such as, you know, the animals and how they're treated, and if you don't want to support the industry that treats the animals so poorly, you might be able to stick with it a little bit more, because every time you eat that food, you're gonna think, wow, I'm supporting this organization or this whole entire movement that is so destructive to animals and so hurtful to them and really doesn't treat them right at all. And that all comes from education, which is my next point. But before I get into that, I'm really pushing yourself to, before you even step foot into this world of veganism or a plant-based lifestyle, make sure that you know why you're doing it, and make sure that they are reasons that you truly resonate with, because or it really won't last a very long time. And then you'll say, oh yeah, it didn't work for me. Well, that's because your mindset wasn't in the right place. So it wasn't the actual eating and the lifestyle that didn't work for you. It was the reasons why you were doing it that didn't work for you. So yeah, you truly need to believe in what you do. So that was a big thing for me. I believe what I do. I believe in eating plant-based and not focusing so much on eating animal products. You know, really not supporting that. I truly believe in that, and that's why I've been able to do it for over 2 years. Sometimes I just don't, and I'm okay with that personally, and hopefully later I'll be able to fine-tune and not do it as much. To me, this is like a journey. This is not, like I said, I can't do cold turkey. So I brought an example. So I used to keep kosher, right? I'm Jewish. I used to keep kosher, and personally that type of eat, and that's also a diet where you're kind of restricted and you can't eat these things, blah blah blah. No shellfish, no pork, no mixing meat and milk, all these things, you know, like there's literally just so much that you just can't eat, but there's so much that you can eat. And if you truly were passionate about the reasons why, and you were like, you know what, it's enough that this is part of my religion, that is enough for me to continue doing it, then it'll work fine for you. But for me, it wasn't enough. Whereas veganism, those reasons resonated well for me. That's just it. It wasn't that it wasn't enough. Judaism's reasons for why I should keep kosher was not resonating well with me, and I'm okay with that. Maybe in the future I'll educate myself a little bit more and I'll feel the effects and it'll resonate with me. Once you set your intentions, you need to educate yourself continuously. So yes, we did a little bit of research at the beginning. We have our stance. We kind of understand where we're coming from, why we're doing this. But that motivation and that like feeling of, yes, I'm gonna do this, yes, dwindles. I see it everywhere with fitness. I see it with diets. I see it with everything. You need to continuously educate yourself. Use podcasts, use documentaries, use YouTube, use blogs, use friends, support, you know, from your friends who are also educated in this field. It's super important to continuously educate yourself, because there's going to be a time where you totally forget or you lose track of why you're doing what you're doing, and you're gonna smell really delicious pizza. I know, because this has happened to me before, and you're gonna be like, what's this one thing gonna do? Then you get into the place and you're looking at it and you're like, oh, this is cheese. Cheese comes from a cow. The way the cows are milked are absolutely disgusting. The life that these cows are living before and only to produce milk is absolutely horrible and disgusting, and I do not want to support this. And then you turn right around and you're like, okay, no, now I remember. So education, knowing where your food comes from, knowing how the animal was treated before it is given to you. These animals that you are eating, right? Beautiful steak, whatever, juicy steak, whatever, they are pumped with growth hormones and antibiotics. And if you want that in your system, go ahead, eat that food. What these industries do to keep these animals alive, surviving, just so they could be slaughtered and sold and eaten is not something I think you would want in your steak. And that's what your steak is made out of. It just makes sense. What we eat is what our body is comprised of, just like any other animal, okay? It is very easy to lose track of your intentions, so you have to continuously educate yourself. Follow vegan Instagrammers. I do that all the time. Subscribe to vegan channels. Get inspiration from everywhere, every platform. Twitter, Reddit, social media in general, Facebook. There are so many vegan meetup groups that you can get in touch with where you can get that community from and you can learn so much about. A lot of talks are going on also. The third one, so now that I have all the, mindset things done, I'm gonna get on to the action that you need to do. You need to eat, right? We need to eat foods that we like. If we are cooking foods that we don't like and we're like, oh, vegans eat tofu. I don't like tofu, but I'm gonna be vegan, so I'm gonna eat tofu. It's not gonna last very long because you're like, ugh, I couldn't find anything to eat. There's a lot to eat. You just need to explore and you need to not think in your head. It's all about the language that you use. If you're gonna say, I can't eat that, I can't eat that, all you're gonna keep reminding yourself of all the things you can't eat. Okay, so language is such a big thing. So this is where you take action. Start saying instead, these are the things I can eat. These are the things I focus on eating. These are the things I love to eat. And they just so happen to be vegan as well. Change your language. If you keep saying, I can't do this, I can't eat that, I can't go to this because I can't eat that, you're just gonna keep thinking of all the things drilling into your head, ugh, this diet, this lifestyle doesn't let me do anything. But if you say, yeah, I love eating salads, or I love eating quinoa bowls, or I love eating grain bowls, I love sweet potato with broccoli and peas and hummus and every other vegetable, like, oh my god, I'm getting excited just eating, I'm salivating. I can eat these lovely bowls, which I'm definitely not gonna eat all of, but even if that is, I can eat french fries. Hello? Everyone loves french fries, whether you're vegan or not, so that's gonna work fine. But the biggest thing is, eat what you love to eat. Don't feel pressure to eat something because you think it's vegan, right? I don't like vegan plant protein powder, so I very rarely use it. Or I figure out ways that I can put it into my food and like it, only because I already bought it and I don't want to waste money. I do make a mean smoothie using pretty bad plant protein powder, so I can do a video on that as well. Next thing, I don't know if you're like me, but this was the biggest draw to being vegan, and that's the fact that I can eat so much food. I eat so much food, and it's because I can. A lot of it is water content. I eat a lot of vegetables. So once I go to the bathroom, hello, I'm ready. Where's the food? But that's fine because I expend the energy, I exercise, I eat right, and my body's utilizing all the energy that I give. My energy levels are in a really good place right now. I'm very, very happy. I feel really good, back on track. Day 3. Day 4 is January 4th. January 3rd, we're good. Next. This is a thing that works for me very, very well. Follow Instas, YouTube channels, and blogs and newsletters, etc. to keep you educated as well as to keep you inspired. A lot of my recipes are inspired by looking at other people's posts who also eat plant-based or vegan or whatever. For example, celery juice. I would have never thought to make celery juice on my own unless I saw someone else making it. And guess what? I love celery juice and I love my rendition of celery juice, so it works really, really well. Use all social media, friends, family, etc. to give you ideas and to help you, stay motivated, trying new things. They'll expose you to foods that you probably have never even tried before, so definitely using that. Second to last thing is make friends with similar interests, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. So if you want to stick to or surround yourself or live a plant-based lifestyle, you need to find friends who can support you in living that plant-based lifestyle rather than bring you down and say, just eat meat, it doesn't even matter, you doing that isn't going to impact anything, blah, 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 blah. Every excuse that they're going to say, just remember, what you eat doesn't affect them at all. It really doesn't. I don't even know why people care how you eat, what you eat, when you eat, if you eat, it really doesn't matter to anyone else except for you. So if this is something that you really strongly believe in, follow it and do it and listen to yourself. Don't listen to anyone else unless they are supporting you and they are helping you stay on this path, right? And of course, I'm not saying to shut down anyone out who, doesn't have the same view as you, but just make sure you understand that there are some people out there who are trying to bring you down don't listen to them. Be friendly, be civil, be nice, but don't let it penetrate you, okay? And your thoughts and your reasons for why you're doing something, because you are doing something because you think it's gonna be good for you. Last but not least, learn how to cook. I know, no one wants to hear this one, but it's super important. You need to learn how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, it's gonna be very, very difficult and very expensive. Being vegan and being plant-based can actually not be that expensive. I spend about 30 bucks on food a week. Nah, that's a lie. I would say 60. I spend about $60 a week on food, just me. And I cook everything at home, right? Sometimes I'll do bigger bulk items, right? Or like expensive grocery shopping where I buy a whole bunch of nuts, but those nuts are gonna last me how many months? Right. So, or how many weeks? Maybe not months, it depends. Actually, sometimes it does. This one, my most recent haul has lasted me 2 or 3 months, so I'm actually down to the wire. I'm really down to the bottom of it all. That is exactly a great way to start eating more plants and veggies, cooking the food yourself. And I know you need to make the time and effort out of it, but some things are really not that hard to cook. I would say starting off with using frozen veggies, that's super, super easy. Pop it in a microwave, fine. If you don't like a microwave, pop it in a skillet. 5 minutes, 7 minutes. Put some soy sauce on that, put some sesame oil, garlic, done. Tofu, skillet. Bake it, anything. Roasting things is your biggest friend, because all you have to do is chop it up, put it on a pan, set your oven to 350 or 400, whatever you use, pop it in there, 45 minutes later, done. 20 minutes later, done. You don't have to do anything. You put a timer, you leave, do something, come back, guess what? Dinner's done, yay! Super, super easy. Using your Instagram, using YouTube, using news blogs, using Twitter, using Reddit, that's gonna help you give those ideas. You can also, if you would like, follow my Instagram, Vibe with Veggies, as well as my YouTube channel to get some more ideas, because every mukbang that I do record is vegan. So, if you're trying to look for good, delicious foods that you can eat a lot of without, gaining weight or anything, your girl Vibe with Veggies got you. That's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was informative. If you guys like these videos and you want to see more of it, please let me know, because I really genuinely enjoyed making this video. Also, if you haven't yet, please go check out my podcast, and I'm putting the link down below, as well as my Instagram for inspo. Okay, lots of food is on there. Super quick and easy. I also don't have a lot of patience, so I make everything pretty quick and easy. I'm gonna sign off now. Bye!